Hi viewers and dear students, I'm here today to explain Cambridge IGCSE 2019 May-June paper 31 spreadsheet part. In this part of the question paper, they ask you to start with a file J1931 emp.csv file, but before this I need to have my evidence document. I need to prepare this for the screenshots the pictures that I will paste here then. And they said here that your evidence document must include your name, center number, candidate number. So we have to create our own. So we just open Word here. Yeah, new document. I'm going to click on insert and will include my name, center number, candidate number here, my name, center number and candidate number, just like that. And then I'm going to save this one as desktop and I'm going to name it as they have mentioned J1931 evidence and then after your candidate number. So this is how I have to save. Then on desktop I have the source files here, so just going to paste them there, just like this. I have saved the document for the future use. Yeah, here they have said here the spreadsheet. What you need to do with it, you are going to prepare a spreadsheet for special disk sales. This company makes and sells storage devices. The company has 49 employees and the company use a spreadsheet to record the hours worked each week and calculate the pay of the employees. All employees are paid in euros, which must be as 2 decimal places. So what we need to do, we need to open this file and examine it. So we'll go to desktop here and then we will go to our folder here on desktop, and this one is the file. Yeah, so we need to examine it, we need to go through it. So like we need to adjust just like that. Yeah, and then they have said what you need to do, replace the text in cell A1 with SSD weekly pay. So in cell A1 we need to enter this data just like that, and then after delete row 3 to 7. So row 3 till 7, I select this one and then right click and then click on delete. So these rows are deleted now. Next step they have mentioned here that format the top of the spreadsheet to look like this. So we need to format the top of the spreadsheet to look like this. So if you look at this text, it is a sans serif text and write a line. Yeah, so what we are going to do is we just click here and if you look at the cell, they are merged from A1 till K1. So I'm going to merge this one from A1 till K1 just like that, and then we'll click on merge centers. When I select these ones, now I need to click on right, and it is a larger font size, so I need to make it a white large font, white in color, and then I will make this one bigger as I need, for example 36 points, and it is an Arial font size, so I will choose here Arial, and then we'll if possible, yeah, everything is done here. And then after, when we are done with this one, we need to move to next row, that is our row 2. So we need to decrease the height of row 2 just like that, and then after we need to look at row 3, and then after till row 16, row 13 and 16 as well. So we need to make this text bold here and italic as well, so, and text wrapping also. So what I'm going to do, I will just select first this row, then I will move to this row, then this row and this row, and then we'll click on text wrap option here, and we'll make this one bold and italic as well, bold, italic. And if you look at the font here, it has some strokes, so it means it is a Times New Roman, or you can say a serif font. So I will choose here Times New Roman is one of the best example for the serif font. So that is done, and now I need to center align my data as well, just like that. As you can see here, it is center align, and yeah, there's no splitting of words in the text. Yeah, everything is all right here. Yes. And now what we need to do is we need to put a border around this data for this one, as they have mentioned here. So the border should look like this. Yeah, so I will just select this one and we'll choose a border. So borders, we can just simply right click and then click on format cells and then border, and then I will click here on outside box only, as we need only the border outside, just like that. And we'll make a little bit thicker, just like this. And then for this one as well, so we'll choose here, sorry, we'll right click and format cells, choose a border with this outline, just like that. And then after, yes, yeah, if everything is done like that, we need to move to next step here. Forward the merge cell A1 to have white text on dark green background. So we'll choose this one, dark green background we have to choose here. So for example, I choose one of these. Okay, dark green. Yeah, so that's all from this part. Yes, and now we need to proceed to the next step here. Yeah, the next step is you need to save the spreadsheet with the name STS underscore your center number, then candidate number. So file, save as, then click on browse, and I'm going to name it STS, then underscore OM032, then again underscore 0297, my candidate number, and I'm going to save this one as a workbook. Just click on save. So your file is now saved. After saving this file, what we are going to do next here, as they have mentioned, that place your name, center number, candidate number, right align in the header. So I'm going to click on file, then I will click on printing option here, then page setup, header and footer, then first of all custom header, because I need to include something in the header. So in this header I need my name, center number, candidate number, right align. So here I'm going to type my name, then after center number and candidate number, click on OK. Next step is that place the text last revised on. So we need to place a text last revised on, followed by an automated date, then a space, and then automated time. Left align in the header. So again, header here, last revised on space, then we need a date. So this is, here we have date and then we have time as well. So, and date is here and there is a time, so we choose here to insert first date and then space time. Then just click on OK. OK. When you move to your document here, sorry, the spreadsheet, you can see the details here. Now move back. Next step, create a name range called offices using on the cell A5 to B15. So A5 till B13, we need to name this cell offices. So we select this one, then right click, and here we have an option, define name offices. Click on OK. Then next, place in your evidence document a screenshot showing how you created this name range. So right click, name. So this is how you have created here. So offices, just I'm tapping here to get screenshot. You can even get from here as well, as you can see, and then you can just click on print screen and then click on OK. This is already done, so we don't need to write again. And then we will move to our evidence document to place this one as our evidence 1, just like that. That's how you have named the cells. So if you need to crop, you just crop some part of the question, the screenshot here, so that you can show the name and the selection method as well. Fine. Next, in cell F17, use a function to look up the office name. Use the function code column for the lookup value and the range offices. So we need to go to F17 here. This is our F17. Office name we need to get. So I need to type a formula here, equal to, and then by looking at the office code, by using VLOOKUP function, we look up and bracket start, here the office code, comma, our array name was offices, yes, then comma, in the second column you see the column name is written, column 2, and then false, and then just close the bracket, and when you press the enter button you will get the details here, just like this. Then next step is, in G17, use a function to look up the job description now. So use the job code column for the lookup, and then do not use a name range. So in this case we need to click on G17 here and equal to V lookup. Yeah, V lookup, then bracket start. So in this case we need to click here again on job code, because here's the job code and here's the description. So I will select E17 as my lookup value, and then after a comma, the table array I have to choose here. So I will choose from D till E13, just here, and then a comma and 2, and then you just click on or type false, just like that. So here if you look at this one is a constant value, is not going to change, so we are going to press here F4 button, so they become the absolute reference like this, and then press an enter button, just like that. So we got the job description also. Now in next step, in J17, use a function to look up the rate of pay. Do not use name range. So we need to move to J17 now. Here we need to get the rate of pay. So for rate of pay, we need to use again a function here, and this function is going to uh, use, or you can will select the specific values here, like equal to VLOOKUP, then bracket start. So by looking at the job code as a value, then comma, table array is from D5 till F13 this time, and we will use this one as our absolute reference, then comma, in column 3, and then after comma false, because this time the rate of pay is written in column 3, so that's why I use 3. Press and enter, so I got the rate of pay here. Next step, in cell K17, use a formula to calculate the pay based on hours worked by employee. So we need to calculate the pay. So in this case, I just need to type here equal to, we will multiply I17 to J17. However, how long a person will work, we will just get their pay here, just like that. And then next step is replicate the functions used in step 4 to 7. So we need to replicate these functions now, just till the end, replicate them like that. Then here, then you just click here, rate of pay, and here is pay. So you see, for all the cells now the data appears here. Moving forward to the next step, in cell I67, use a function to count the number of employees who work some hours during this week. In I67, so we need to type a function to count employee has worked some hours. So here I need to use a function that is called count if. So equal to count if, because I need to count the person or the people or the employees, those who work for at least some hours. So we'll just with the count if. So our area is from I17, our whole column, till I65. We'll select all the cells here. It is not one, I65, and then after comma. So what is the criteria? Criteria is the value is greater than 0. So at least some value need to be put here, and then after close this one, and then just close the bracket as well and press enter button. So when someone will enter a value here, for example 2, so you see it will start counting for them, otherwise it will leave it blank with the 0 count. Fine. Next step is in cell K67, use a function to calculate the total pay of the employee. So total pay of the employee in K67, so equal to, we need to use a function called sum and bracket start. So for Ki till K65, the total salaries or the total pay we have to give, or just press an enter button. So that's all. And next is the hours worked by all employees were the same as their contracted hours except for the following. So we need to enter for the following the working hours here. So we need to do what in this case? We need to enter this data here. For example, this one work for the same hours. We need to enter for the other employees as well, like Alfonso has worked 16 hours. So here is Alfonso, he worked 16 hours. And then after we have Sergi, she worked 24 hours. Yeah, and then after we have another person with 0 hours. Yes, we need to search for Hen Whistler here. Yes, so 0 hours. Then after we have another Tracy, 32, and then we have Sandra 0, and then we have Amy Nicholas 34, me 34, and Pablo 22. Yeah, and another one is who's that? Pablo Bravo, Peggy 25, and Tracy, how much? 16 hours, and then we have Weber 12 hours, Outmore Weber 12 hours, sorry, data entry must be accurate, and Adelina is 42. The last one is Carl, that is 40. That's all. So we are done with this, and then place the number of work hour for each employee in work hour columns. So we have entered this value. Now what we need to do is I'm just going to um, fill this cell with the yellow color so that I know which one I have entered, and the others I will just place a normal color, just like that. So these are the values that I have entered. Now I have to enter the others the same. So like 25, this one is 12, then we have 25, 25, 20, 25, 25, 25, 25, 38, then 25, 12, 25, 40, 25, 25, and then we have 25, and then we just enter 25, then again 25, 5, 12, 25, 20, 5, and 10, 12, and that is 20, 25, 12, 12, 25, 30, 30, 30, 30, 5, and that is 30. So unfortunately it got mixed up with the rest of the values. We just better to choose not to fill the color, none, and then later on I can just choose this one, and then another one was Sergi Inaya, then we have Henny Wessler, and then Tracy, and then which was Sandra Cooper, and it was Amy, then Pablo Bravo, then we have Mickey, and then it was Tracy, and then we need to choose The other values Otmar, and then it was curve, and yes, let me choose them with the color here. So they are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. There must be some other entries. Let me check. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Yeah, because here Angelina was also there, just like that. So after selecting and entering all this data, now I'm moving forward to the next step. Apply appropriate formatting to row 17 till 67. So 17 till 67 I need to check. Yeah, here as we have this one, the pay and the rate, we need to apply euro with 2 decimal places. Choose this one, and then we'll choose this one as well, and we'll now click on format, and then format cells, then we'll click on number, it is a currency, and then 2 decimal places, and then we'll choose the euro here. So the euro sign, yeah, so I will choose euro for Italian euro, just like that. Click on OK. So they are displayed as a euro now, and then they said that save your spreadsheet and print the spreadsheet showing the value. Make sure that print out fit on the single page white, and then content of all cells are fully visible, not split words. So we need to print now this spreadsheet with the values. So when we are going to print this one, in this case we'll just go to the print layout here, print preview, and then we'll choose all these columns at once, and then the rows as well. And now I will click here, as they have said they want to see the row and column heading is not here, so we just need to print this one. File, and we'll click on print. So these are the values they want to see in the printouts. So that is done, this printout. And also, if you can do that, we'll select all, and then we'll click on format cells, and then use border, and outside inside all the borders we have applied here. Then get back to the normal, and then just go here, because this one no internal grid lines. Right click, sorry, you have to select all of them together, just like that, and right click and format cell. So no inside borders, they don't want. We'll select this one and right click, format cells. Inside we don't need, just like that, and outside we need these ones to be little bit thicker, just like that. Click on OK. So this is how it will look like. Then the same in this case, select all of them, then format cells, and then choose from here the thicker border, just like that. So you can see now it look like this. So it is ready to print now. We will print this one, and then we'll move to the next step. So as they have said here, now at this time you need to print showing the formulas in the landscape orientation. Row and column headings are displayed, and all the contents can be seen visibly. So in this step, first of all, page layout, change it to landscape, and then page orientation to landscape, and then show formulas. And then this time you just need to make this one smaller, these columns, so that you can print them easily, just like that. The formulas should be clearly seen, just like that, and then move towards the right to show the formulas, just like that. So now it is ready to print. But before print, you need to go to print, then page setup, and then choose from here sheet and row and columns heading option. So now the row and column headings are displayed on each and every page. So it is ready to print. And next step is step number 15. They said create a spreadsheet extract showing only the employees who work in London or Zagreb and have the word sales in their job description. Fine. So let me get back to the normal. So you just need to get back to the normal sheet now with the values. Yes. And then we will move towards each and every column so that the data is fully visible, just like that. Now I'm going to click here and then click on home and just click on filter. When you click on filter, all of them are selected. So what we are looking for, the location, the office, yeah, who work in London or Zagreb. So office name, select this one, uncheck all of them. So we'll choose London and Zagreb, and then the job description having word sales, and then we'll choose here, and then text filter contains, and then we will type here sales. Click on OK. So this is the required extract, and then after this it sort the extract into ascending order of last name. So here is the last name, choose here ascending order, and then after they have mentioned here hide row 3 to 15 inclusive. 3 to 15 we need to hide. So from here till this point, right click and hide, and then 67 as well, right click and hide. That's all. And then column DEH, column DEH and IJ, we need to hide them. Right click, hide columns, and then after they have mentioned print the extract showing the value, make sure print outfit on a single page with all the contents visible, just like that. So we'll go to preview here. So you need to print this one, print preview. This is the required sheet to be printed. Here you just need to go to increase the zooming to 100%, like that, so the contents are clearly visible, and then you need to print out this one. Moving forward to the next step, which is the last question of the spreadsheet part. They said here the start date of each employee will be added to the spreadsheet in 3 separate cells, one for day, one for month, and one for year. So the spreadsheet will accept numbers as valid data. So rules are used to test this month has been entered as a valid number. So select data to test these rules. You must use each item of test data only once. So in your evidence document, identify an item of test data that you enter. So extreme and another extreme, and then abnormal and normal test. So in this case, we need to enter these screenshots here. Yeah, that will be our evidence 2. So what I'm going to do is normal data in case. Yeah, evidence 2. Evidence 2. So my normal or extreme data, first we start with extreme. Extreme data here that I have, it is 1 and 12, because these are the extreme corners, so these are the extreme data examples. Then after I have abnormal data. So abnormal data also, yeah, abnormal data has also some examples here, like you can see here, any item or text less than 1, greater than 12, decimal or a fraction value. So that will be an example of abnormal data. And then we have normal data. So the example of normal data is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So that is the normal data that we will use. So I'm just going to make this one text bold so we can easily identify for the examiner here to make it bold. So these are the example. So that's all from the spreadsheet part of this question paper. Hope you have learned how to use the functions and formulas, and also to imply the extraction and filter option here. So thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel for more videos and updates. Please don't forget to type any comment if you have.